We're here at the McLaren Technology Centre here in Woking with the F1 Esports World Champion, Lucas Blakeley of McLaren Shadow. Lucas, so nice to meet you. First of all, congratulations on the win and the championship. How do you feel being F1 Esports World Champion?
Lucas Blakeley, take a bow, you're champion of 2022!
Well, first of all, thank you, and yeah, it's very hard to put into reality. It seems impossible in the sense, like, you've chased this dream for so long and worked so hard to try and achieve it, and then you actually achieve it. And I mean, in my head, I know I've done it, but in terms of putting that into a reality, like of a feeling, is very, very difficult. It's very hard to process, to actually grasp the full concept of it all. So yeah, I mean, I guess in the moment of winning it, the emotion was just out a massive outburst, because felt like a justification for a lot of hard work for many years from so many people as well. So it was yeah, it was a really special moment, one that I'll not be forgetting quickly.
When you look back at the season, some of the highs and lows you had, can you think back of any moments during the season where you thought, you know what, this could be coming together this year? Was there a moment that you thought, hang on, I could be world champion this year?
Well, I mean, naturally the goal at the start of every season is to try and push for that championship and to try and put everything together. And I mean, I think we had a phenomenal start to the season in the first event. I mean, I won the first two races and got third in the other one. And we were leading the constructors right from the get-go as well. So the constructors was looking good throughout the championship, and then the drivers' championship was fluctuating and going up and down. I was always like, it always got quite scarily close, and then I could pull it back out again, and then things would go wrong. And then coming into the last event, it shrunk down even more again into the final. And with two races to go, it really shrunk. And then yeah, I managed to pull out a mega performance when it really counted, which was really special, because I think a lot of people thought they had me on the ropes, but I mean, that didn't happen. So yeah, happy.
You were telling me off camera that Lewis Hamilton is your hero, the F1 hero, and obviously he started his career at McLaren as well. To win a world championship with McLaren, that's got to be special, hasn't it?
It's probably a bit of too scary in my mind to even put. I'm sitting next to some of Lewis's cars, and I mean, I grew up watching him winning races with this team, and then to be part of this team, and to have won the esports title with them, and to have your tiny little piece of history with them. That you get to take away forever, and that you have to keep reiterating it as no one's taking it away from me. I've won it.
I think it's important as well when someone wins like yourself and gets success. It's important to look back on where you've come from as well. Can you tell me a bit more about your career and how you ended up in this situation, and the people that have kind of helped you on this journey as well? It
definitely is just really. It's essential to look back on sort of where you've came from, because it reminds you why you're doing what you're doing in a way. So I mean, for me, I started in go-karts when I was younger, just trying to make it like any other dreaming, aspiring kid who wanted to be an F1. I mean, I had to stop that in 2015 because it was just it was financially just not doable anymore. And then the esports sort of came along. I saw F1 Esports begin in 2017, and then in 2018 I tried to get into it for the first time, and albeit I wasn't successful in that first pro draft that year, then sort of, that was the penny drop moment where everything was like, well, this could actually be a career if I just put everything together. And then I just dedicated everything to it from that point, and then managed to become an F1 Esports driver in 2019, and I've been chasing it ever since.
It's a familiar story, isn't it, when you talk about people going from go-kart and then kind of financially not being able to kind of carry on with it. Do you think sim racing is an avenue that is been taken more seriously by teams like McLaren, for example, as a potential route into F1 in the future? Do you think that's a viable thing for the next couple of years, or maybe over the next decade or so?
I think it absolutely is, because I mean, what you'll find is there's actually a lot of people who, I mean, maybe like myself, have went from racing into sim racing, and then are using it as a platform to look back into real racing. And then there's also those who are starting in sim racing and then jumping into the real thing. And I love it. I love seeing that transferability, and I love seeing people being successful from this origin of this platform, and showing that, you know, it's not just a game that we're playing, and all these, you know, really weird kind of these ideas that really just don't exist. They're just, you know, it's all, you know, it's such a phenomenal platform that's ever growing, and I think it's really, I think we should just be spreading positivity about how it's giving people opportunities to go racing. I mean, without esports, I wouldn't be racing. That's it, as simple as that. I wouldn't be able to chase racing as a dream, as a job, as a passion. That dream would be gone without sim racing. That's a fact. So with this, it's given me another opportunity to do what I love and to do what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, well, huge congratulations on that, and congratulations as well for making me look like a really average sim racer earlier on, beating me even with huge handicaps. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for embarrassing me earlier on. Really appreciate it, and best of luck in the future.
Always, thank you very much.
Cheers for your time. Thanks, man.